Good morning. It's Tuesday, July 1st. I'm Jeanette Francine here with you for the next few hours to bring you all of your breaking news alerts, top stories, and your live events of the day. As we embark on this new month, we are following some breaking news out in the Middle East. I want to give you a live look at the Israel-Gaza border. We're about 4 minutes shy from the top of the 6 o'clock hour here on the East Coast. Our content partners with the Associated Press report at least 74 people have been killed in Gaza as Israeli forces strike a cafe and fire on people who were seeking food. A lot to dissect. I want to show you the latest video. Viewer discretion is advised as it might be hard to watch. So this again, as I mentioned, the latest video as we're learning, the Associated Press reporting this Tuesday morning, Israeli forces killed at least 74 people in Gaza with airstrikes that left 30 dead at a seaside cafe and gunfire that left 23 dead as Palestinians tried to get desperately needed food aid. Witnesses confirming that with health officials on the ground. We're learning one airstrike hit a cafe in Gaza City when it was crowded with women and children who were inside. We're also learning dozens were wounded, many critically, alongside at least 30 people killed. That coming from the head of the health ministry emergency and ambulance service in northern Gaza. Now, 2 other strikes on a Gaza City street killed 15 people, according to Shifa Hospital, and they are the hospital that received the casualties from that incident. A strike on a building killed 6 people near the town in northern Gaza, according to Al-Qaeda Hospital. The cafe, one of the few businesses to continue operating during the 20-month war, was a gathering spot for residents seeking internet access and a place to charge their phones. Videos are circulating social media this morning showing bloodied and disfigured bodies on the ground and the wounded being carried away in blankets. Meanwhile, Israeli forces, the AP reports, killed 11 people who were seeking food in southern Gaza. That coming from the health ministry as well. The shootings happening about 1.8 miles from a site in Khan Yunis as Palestinians returned from the site along the only accessible route. AP goes on to report the Palestinians are often forced to travel long distances to access hubs in hope of obtaining aid. 10 other people killed at a United Nations aid warehouse in northern Gaza, according to the health ministry as well. So a lot to report this Tuesday morning as it relates to conflict in the Middle East. If you're just now tuning in, we are reporting from the Associated Press that at least 74 people have been killed in Gaza as Israeli forces strike a cafe and fire on people seeking food. Of course, as we continue to follow this breaking news alert, I'd like to show you the live looks that we get from our many content partners here on Live Now from Fox. This one right here giving you a live look at the Israel-Gaza border as we're about 2 minutes shy from the top of the 6 o'clock hour here on the East Coast. Also transitioning to give you a live look out in Jerusalem, Israel. I want to get back to that shot that we continue to follow out at the Israel-Gaza border. Let me drop the banner so you can get a better view. As we're discussing the very latest with Israel and Gaza, for many people, top of mind is the latest as it relates to Israel and Hamas. We are learning this morning there is renewed hope for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Top Israeli officials are in Washington, as an Israeli source tells Fox News Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is actually set to meet with President Donald Trump next Monday at the White House. We want to check in now with Fox News senior foreign affairs correspondent Greg Palkett. He has the very latest from Tel Aviv.
Between Israel and Hamas continues. More than 40 Palestinians killed in Gaza City, according to the Hamas-led local health authorities. Another 22 reportedly killed nearby an aid center. At the same time, in the wake of the Israeli-U.S. victory over Iran, there is new movement towards peace in Gaza.
Many opportunities have now opened up following this victory. First of all, to rescue the hostages.
With top Netanyahu aide Ron Dermer in D.C. now, speaking with the Trump administration, and Israeli officials confirming to Fox News Netanyahu himself will meet with President Trump next Monday, there are indications both sides might be willing to compromise, including Israel actually calling an end to the war.
The fact that the Israelis are serious about that in discussions I think is newsworthy.
That would be good news for the families of 50 hostages alive and dead still held by Hamas. Trump, too, has been talking about the hostages, about a broader regional deal, all the while putting pressure on his friend Bibi, also giving folks here hope.
There's someone that can pursue the Israeli Prime Minister to end this war. It's Trump, and I believe it will happen.
As for the destruction and death left in Iran by Israeli and U.S. strikes, Tehran was today mostly left licking its wounds.
What happened was an act of aggression in every sense. The UN must officially hold the Zionist regime and the United States accountable.
Israeli President Herzog, in a visit to a cyber defense center here, came up with his own strategic vision for Israel coming out of all this war and peace. In his words, it is to live freely and securely in the Middle East without existential threats. We can only hope. In Tel Aviv, Greg Palcott, Fox News.